And so basically, me and Sarah on our last trip to Nagano got a 5-day pass, but we only used 3 days of it. So I'm kind of like, Sarah has to go back to work, but I have 2 free days, so I might as well go solo to Niigata.
電車は18時12分発特急339号新潟行きです。
Yep,
予約クラスは12号車、
yeah,
グリーン車は11号車、自由席は1号車から7号車です。
Japanese
な
announcement.
お、全車両禁煙です。この電車は上野、大宮線新潟に停まります。
Ah, that's in English too.
Wow, Japanese announcements go on a long time. Anyways, as I was saying, right now I'm currently on a train to Niigata, which is a little fishing industrial town on the coast of Japan in the Nagano prefecture. Me and Sarah bought a special pass that lets you take unlimited Shinkansen rides anywhere in the prefecture of Nagano for 5 days straight. So I'm on day 4 of that pass right now. So this is actually my first solo trip in Japan. I didn't want to let the extra days on the pass go to waste. I'm a little nervous, very excited. The best way to start any trip though is definitely on a Shinkansen, 100%. Shinkansens are usually my favorite form of transportation, well, at least until teleportation gets invented. They're not usually too crowded. I actually got this road myself. My recommendations for a great Shinkansen ride are, of course, a drink, a laptop, and Sour Patch, if you can get them.
I have arrived in Niigata, but this is very countryside, and if you ever try to use the buses at a countryside, you know it can be difficult. So I was literally standing over there, which apparently is like the arrivals, people arriving at the station. And this random Japanese guy comes up to me, he's like, you have no idea what you're doing, right? I'm like, yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. So he's so sweet, he takes me and he like, you know, tells me to come along. And we come to this like actual bus stop, which is about 5 minutes from where I was like walking. And he told me like the correct bus exactly to like get on to where my hotel is and stuff. So I'm super appreciative. Japanese people are so sweet. I have no idea what I'm doing. That is the fun of solo travel, right? Off the bus, trying to find something to eat. First impressions of Niigata? It is a city, Japanese city. It's night, so you can't really see much. I'm trying to find literally anywhere to eat, so that's the main goal. There is some snow. Snow. So that's lovely. And yeah, it's right next to the ocean. That's kind of one of the main selling points in Niigata. Haven't seen that yet. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to see the ocean a little bit. For now, for dinner, any food sounds great. So maybe we can go find like a ribeye steak or something. Let's see. I have arrived at an Italian restaurant, my favorite. It is very kind of in the countryside, so like all Japanese. Had to order in Japanese. If you don't speak Japanese, it might be a little difficult, but the pointing method works, except the menu is completely in Japanese. Some of these places don't necessarily have English menus, unfortunately, but you know, you can always ask for the osume, which is like recommendations. So just like carbonara, pizza, you'll get it. You can order something. It's half the fun. Japanese people are so nice and like understanding about, you know, the fact that, you know, you don't speak Japanese, because like who speaks Japanese? Japanese people don't even speak Japanese, so it's all good. I got a nice little wine, which you have to with Italian food, and carbonara, which is ultimately my go-to, and it's super popular in Japan, so you can always order carbonara any place you go to, for sure. There's not even any cars, which as an American is very unsettling when there's no cars. So, very much like Last of Us, but in snow and Japan vibes. The dream. Ohio, it is morning, well, noon-ish. I'm in the little hotel I was staying at, super cheap, just like 20 bucks a night, even less than that. And this was supposed to be a shared dorm, so that bed right there, technically someone could have stayed and I would have had a buddy for the night, but fortunately that did not happen still. But anyways, about to check out. Checkout is new, which is super nice too, and just check out Niigata today, I guess. So really lovely weather today. It's not even that cold, even though there's still snow on the ground. During the day, it's a really cute town. It kind of gives like small town industrial fishing city kind of vibes. With that being said, it is known for their seafood. So I'm thinking sushi for lunch.
So right now I'm heading to Minato Maruchi Pier Bandai, which is one of the really cool areas in Niigata, which is known for their fish markets and seafood. It has one of the most famous conveyor belt sushi restaurants in Niigata, so I'm super excited to try it. So as one of the most famous conveyor belt sushi places in Japan, this place was super busy. I think I waited about 2 hours, and I went on a Tuesday in the afternoon. I didn't even know people existed on Tuesday in the afternoon. However, once I got seated, I could tell that the sushi here looked completely different to all the other, like, brand name sushi places that existed in Tokyo. A really cool feature of Japan is most conveyor belt sushi places have on-tap green tea. You basically put your cup up to the tap, pour some, and then put the little powder, the green powder, into your tea, stir it around, and you have, voila, green tea for free. This was literally some of the best sushi I've had in Japan so far. It was so good. So introducing some of my favorites, this right here is otoro, which is basically fatty tuna, and also unagi, which is like eel.
Oh, the sushi was really good. Definitely the best conveyor belt sushi I've ever had. Usually you just go to chain restaurants in Tokyo, and they're good, but they're chain restaurants. This was like a really specialized one, which means like the fish was really high quality. Great way to try a bunch of different sushi for, I mean, not cheap, but like there's more expensive ones too. Just came across this really cool fish market that totally has like Tsukiji fish market in Tokyo vibes. I was like, maybe I can get omiyage, a little souvenir for like Sarah here. But then of course I remembered like Sarah hates all seafood, so it was basically all seafood, of course. Oh well.
This seafood market was absolutely amazing. As someone who loves cooking, loves seafood, and is unfortunately from Texas, which we're not really known for our seafood, this market is literally like a dream. So many fresh crab, sushi that's already pre-made if you want to just buy it as is, fish, pretty much anything you can even imagine. I would absolutely kill to be able to live next to or near to a fish sushi market like this. Absolutely must visit if you go to Niigata.
Okay, now we're going to the observatory, which I love high places. I love observatories, whether it's, Shibuya Sky in Tokyo or the Eiffel Tower is basically a glorified observation deck in France. But it's only a 10-minute walk from the fish market we were just at, which is great because walking distance. Who says you need a car in the countryside? Would it help? Yeah, but you don't need it. Woo! Hooray for health. Let's go.
It's on the 31st floor. Do you know what's better than an observatory? A free observatory. Yes, this one is on the 34th floor and it is completely free and is one of the tallest buildings in Niigata. It's one of my favorite places to get a view of the city. And don't worry, if you were thinking Niigata is not kawaii, cutesy, Japanese enough for you, Japan is known for their collabs. So when I went to the observatory, they were having a collab with Befco, a company that is known for these cute little Japanese characters. So it was actually really kind of startling to come up to this observatory in this really nice hotel and suddenly, oh, we're in cutesy Japanese culture again with all these really kawaii like characters, which is fun. And this ice cream I had was amazing as well. And Japan's known for their parfaits. They're amazing. You have to try a couple while you're here.
Just finished eating at the cafe. It was really good. It was very like kawaii themed, which is interesting because this whole town is very like industrial fishing port town vibe. So suddenly to be thrown at you like the super cute Japanese culture was a bit different, but it was really good. Amazing view. This whole place is free too to like get up to, so it's very nice time. It is evening and we're going back to Niigata station, but we're also going to probably one is the most famous thing in Niigata, at least Niigata station, which is the sake vending machine little restaurant, not really bar, vending machine, but all the vending machines are sake. which is one of my favorite drinks in Japan. It's really good, and you can get and try a lot of different types for cheap. I'm very excited. We are walking back to the station now, which is like a 20-minute walk from the observatory. We could take a bus, but it's not that much faster, and it's 210 yen. It's almost $2. Absolutely not. Today's all about walking. Let's go. Honestly, too, walking is like an amazing way to get around Japan. You go through all these like side streets and alleyways that you wouldn't normally, and you see some just really cool aesthetics straight out of an anime like stuff. So totally recommend, especially if the weather's not too bad, which it's not right now.
So yeah, as past Alyssa was saying, walking around Japan feels like you could just stumble across anything that you could brag to your friends for the next 3 years about at any given minute. Oh, cat! See, look, cat! Didn't even plan it. But yeah, walking around, you discover so many really cool things, so many aesthetic buildings and places, side streets that you just really want to go down. You feel like you're going to be given a side quest by some other character on any of these side streets. It doesn't always happen in my experience. I've yet to been given a proper side quest, unfortunately. But one of these days soon, I'm sure that it will happen. In the meantime, we're making our way back to Niigata Station, which is why I was saying we are going to go to the very famous, at least in Japan, Nihonshu or sake bar that Niigata Station is famous for. There you can try a whole bunch of different Nihonshu for a very, very cheap price. Something that's really great if you're not familiar with all the different varieties of Nihonshu that Japan has to offer. At the station, so here we are. This was not super easy to find. I had to ask a couple different Japanese staff how to get to the Nihonshu vending machine bar. They pointed me in the right direction. So on the first floor there is this alcohol shop, and then downstairs is the Nihonshu bar. Basically how this place works is there are over 100 different sake vending machines. Each vending machine costs about either $1 to $5 depending on the quality of the sake, and you put your coins in and you put your little cup they give you, and they dispense the sake and you get to try it. I only did $5 worth of sake because I'm not trying to go that hard tonight or anything, but they were really good. I enjoyed it a lot. Haha, look at me trying this sake. I think this one was fine. I don't really remember, to be honest. So shortly after, I got back on the Shinkansen to Tokyo. I had so much fun on my solo trip. It was so nice just being able to do whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, which was lovely. And wow, look at past Alyssa just awkwardly wave at the camera, giving myself plenty of time to film an outro. Very nice. Good job, past Alyssa. The person across the aisle is staring at you awkwardly, but that is fine. You do you. Anyways, I had a great time, and I hope to see you guys soon on my next trip. Bye.